The world always changes, but one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight, fight with honor, because cowards die forgotten, and we wait for you. On the other side.
When will you pass through?
Hello! Hey! Welcome to Shadows of Archonia 2, our weekly World Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
He is indeed Steve Boshier.
Who are you?
I'm Alan. I'll be playing Eddie Bones, the skin shifter pirate, werewolf, and now healer.
How quickly that falls.
And also, I have Greybeard Sword now.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Yuri. I am playing Commodore
64.
Sally One Eye, the warrior.
These pirates, they make up whatever titles they want for themselves.
I mean, you might as well, right?
I am pirating the name.
Yeah.
You're as much a Commodore as Dr. Dre is a doctor.
Wow.
He's a very good doctor.
I trust him.
What's up, y'all? I'm Maxwell. I will be playing Eric Agier. Insert multiple names. I am your accursed necromancer.
And I am Matt, and I will be playing Renly, or Asaria's True Fane, the wizard fox.
And here's your content warning for tonight. Because this is a role-playing game, we don't know everything that's about to happen, but this is a dark fantasy show intended for adults. I'm going to say, I say for adults because there have been times when we found out people were watching with their kids, not because I think if you're an adult you should be cool with everything we do. If you're not cool with it, just leave. We sometimes get into brutal violence, occasionally sexual situations, horror themes, and other topics that may be of a sensitive nature. So if you want something more light and fluffy, please do find yourself something else to watch, and then come back another time when we're... No, don't come back. But we'll miss you.
It's never going to get
I
better.
hear the Powerpuff Girls are really cool to watch, so...
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls are great. Do that.
And like Steve said, we're playing Worlds Without Number.
Hey!
Woohoo!
Worlds Without Number by Stephen Crawford.
Nope.
Stephen? No, Kevin Crawford.
Who's Steven?
Stephen
I don't know why. I had Stephen on the mind. And he's also made Stars Without Number and Stages Without Number, both great books. And all published by Sign Nominee.
Wow! You say it with a question mark every
Good
time,
sign.
but you're getting it. We've done Cities Without Number. We haven't done Stars yet, though, right?
Not on this show. We did a one-shot one time in the Monday night show, which I'll get to in a bit.
Got it.
Fatal. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, shit, it's
Good to
Fatal.
see ya.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
First time on this stream.
Hey,
Yo, man.
Appreciate you.
Sorry we didn't get to play today.
The music in our intro is Prepare for Battle by Digital Daydream and Skullbreaker by Fur Tree Audio. Both are licensed through motionarray.com.
Stop it.
Did I get
She
it?
memorized
Did I get it?
Yay! Bravo!
After 21 episodes.
Yeah. Well done.
That deserves a high five. Good job.
Let's see if I can
I feel like
remember
I
next
should
week.
go now, but you.
It's actually me.
I know,
Many
I know.
of the digital assets in the intro are licensed from various sources, but the character artwork itself was done by me in Daz Studio. You can see some of that artwork in front of our characters now. There's two swapping out in front of Matt because he's so damn creative. And if you would like your RPG character or party rendered in my style, hit me up and let's talk. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits, and on ArtStation under my real name, Steve Boshier.
The voices you heard in the intro are none other than a combination of our long-lost friends, Joshua and Carolyn. May they rest in peace.
We love you.
Is
Pieces. They're alive, they're just not with us.
Cassius.
If
If you like our stream and want to hang out with us more, come join our Discord. Unlike Yuri, I do not have this memorized. My character lives, rent free in my brain, so I can't memorize these texts. But whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube right now, you should find a link to our Discord below. We are all in there, along with our regular viewers, such as Fatal Tater,
who's also Steve.
He came from Matchstream.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome.
Oh, and Deltron.
And
Hello,
Deltron. And Deltron.
And Deltron, who's actually a regular here.
He is
Yes,
very much
yes.
Yeah.
Fatal may be a regular, but we don't know yet.
Let's see how well we do tonight, guys. Come on.
yeah.
Let's
Top
top
notch.
notch.
Yes. You.
Oh, and if you really like our stream, visit our merch store at shadowsofarconia.com, where you can find Campaign 1 merch. I think Campaign 2 is coming soon. So,
Very
yeah.
soon.
We're still fighting for this guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's getting a shirt.
At least a shirt.
The goodest of boys. Yeah. Well, the baddest of boys.
And while you're at it, go check out our YouTube channel. The link should be below. And we have all of our backlog on there, including all of our one-shots, which we do every...
Monday.
Hey, that was a
Not
good
really.
segue.
Not anymore, because we have moved to more of a 2 to 3 episode rotation over there on Monday. But if you're not aware of the Monday show, it's a whole other show. We play remotely with a rotating cast of players, and we try out a large selection of games. That show is called Tales from the Backlog. It's just like this show is Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. That one is Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time if you want to watch them live. We are currently in the middle of a 2-session run in Vaesen, which the book's in my room because I'm running that one. But we have rotating GMs over there too. After this, we're going to be doing Pirate Borg, run by the lovely and talented Miss Mia. Where's Pirate Borg? Pirate Borg. Here it is. We play a lot of the Morkborg derivatives. This will be the first time in Pirate Borg, though. And I'm probably going to steal a ton of ideas from it for this game because pirates are awesome.
Maybe we should play it.
And lastly...
But not Commodore Pirates, just regular pirates.
Check out
regular
our
pirates.
Patreon. It's still pretty new. It's only been up for a couple months and not too many people are in it. But if we do get some people in that Patreon, we can start upgrading the quality of this stream quite a bit. We have the knowledge, and now we have the experience. So we just need some Patreon supporters, and we can start bringing you guys even better content. So check that out, Shadows of Archonia, or patreon.com/Shadows of Archonia. We also have a Throne wish list, which I don't have the URL memorized for it, but you can check us out there as well. All of these links are on our Discord, so by all means come join the Discord. Maybe one day we can get some mics that don't fall off your shirt, things like that. All right.
But then it wouldn't be us if they didn't fall off the shirt.
One day we'll sell out.
You can get these really cool, pocket wireless mics. You see a lot of influencers.
Yeah, they're
using-
prohibitively expensive for us. So anything we get, we have to get 5 of.
Mm.
Yeah. So, Patreon.
Matt and I can share. We'll just...
Yeah.
Okay, anything we get, we have to get 4.
Hello.
A 5, maybe a 6 when we want a guest star. You know how it is. Anyway, let's get some mood music going for our stream here, and let's talk about where we're at. You guys, after many mishaps in the Acladorian Empire, or Acladorian Alliance, found yourselves traveling to the hidden and mysterious island known to the few who know about it as Indomitus. Upon arriving, you found yourselves facing a strange, unknown race of ape-like creatures that you learned were called the Ermin. And shortly after finding them, you were attacked by 2 ships coming from the Brass Legion. It's chasing down Sally One-Eye and her cousin Jax, who are wanted as smugglers, murderers, and for some reason mutineers within the realm of the Brass Island. Technically, the Brass Legion is part of the Allied Acladorian Navy, so it's safe to assume you guys are now wanted by the Navy at large, not just the Champion, who were the only naval ship chasing you previously. However, using a combination of quick thinking, cannon fire, and weird spells, you managed to horror movie your way through that battle.
That was pretty terrifying.
It was
Even for the people doing it.
pretty fucked up. Yeah, there was.
It was great.
You turned a whole ship into a thorn bush.
I call it a
the
shrubbery.
ocean.
It's a garden.
You decapitated 2 captains.
They deserved it.
Yeah. Anyway, all of that in the past, you captured both of their ships and then released one of them under the command of Sally One-Eye's other cousin, who was a naval commander on board that vessel originally, but when One-Eye himself appeared claiming that another cousin, an infant cousin of the One-Eyes, had been kidnapped by orcs, you sent her off with whatever crew did not choose to join your little pirate mess to save your cousin. Interestingly, Sally herself chose not to go.
This is why I argue that we shouldn't have big families.
So that if someone gets kidnapped, you don't know them?
Yes.
Okay.
Fascinating. Fascinating. Also, let's not forget that there is a devil's bargain in place with...
Oh, yes.
Yes.
With her cousin, I forgot her name.
I was going to say Mog, and I was like, that's probably not it.
Maul.
Maul.
Maul. That was close.
Maul.
Like Darth Maul.
That's a good way.
Maul is under a devil's bargain with
Yes.
Eric, a.k.a. Anin, a.k.a. Lorian, who... her requirement is to take no action against you and inform no one of your whereabouts until after she has either succeeded or failed at the mission to rescue the infant One-Eye, whose name has actually not been revealed. And then, of course, after that, you followed the map to Greybeard's treasure, finding yourself behind the moving curtain, which proved to be a waterfall. Dodged a couple of traps on the way in. Big Bag Evil Games rating us with a party of 2. Thank you
what up,
so
man?
much, guys.
What's up? What's up?
Not the first or even the second time that we've been rated by Big Bag Evil Games. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes.
Love it, dude.
Yeah, so you guys got behind the moving curtain. You opened the door in the stone wall there to find a cavern. What's up? What's up? Just to pretend I said hi to everyone. I'm still in the middle of my recap. But,
Which is good, because it means you didn't miss anything. We're just starting.
Yeah. You found a cavern there in which a small pile of treasure topped by a skull with a cutlass stabbed through it into the stone pedestal beneath. Let's see, you managed to get the sword out despite the ghost of Greybeard trying to kill whoever did it. You lost a zombie.
Jules.
Jules is gone. Sorry, Jules. But the skull proved to have a map carved in the back of the dome. And the sword was the sword of Greybeard, for which stats have been sent to Alan, who is in possession of it. Eddie Bones, excuse me, who's in possession of that sword. So, you have... All your other zombies came with you, or just 2?
Just Ivan and Jules.
Just
Jules,
Ivan and Jules.
Unfortunately,
Jules
passed, but
will not be making
Again.
it back.
again. And
She's
Ivan,
re-deaded.
Ivan is with you,
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
Oh, maybe you could Frankenstein her back.
That's right, because Asarius is still on the floating palanquin.
We need at least one zombie to pull it, unless one of you guys want to pull it.
Ivan can pull it. He's not dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying,
I
don't
mean,
kill another zombie.
He's not
That's
disanimated.
the reason I brought the reason I brought one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So what are we doing? By the way, the treasure that's in the cave amounts to 100 gold pieces.
Oh, we could just take it?
Each? Or just 100
Total.
Total?
Yeah, this is a small amount of treasure. 100 gold's kind of a lot, though.
Eddie, now, you have the sword. Excellent. Did you happen to accidentally touch gold, in which case nothing happened?
Well, when you address Eddie, he's still in the air hovering with his wings with the sword
Yes,
out.
yes, you look so pretty.
he's
Now
saying-
get down, please.
What was that?
Did you happen to touch the coin? And if yes, did anything happen? Do you feel weird or anything?
1 second. He goes down.
Is this part of the meditation?
and then he grabs a handful of gold. Does anything happen?
Roll me. No, nothing.
He just grabs a handful and he looks around and he says, "Seems to be good."
Now, did someone pick up the skull last week?
I believe
No.
no.
Did
No,
you
just-
were about to?
No, I pulled out the sword
And the skull fell off.
and the skull fell off. And then I think I threw the skull to you?
So you did touch it.
Maybe.
Well, the skull's not a trap or anything. I'm just trying to figure out where it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'll try to catch it.
Everything is a trap until
Yeah,
we
yeah.
know it's
We don't
not.
know. We don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I've told you
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I grabbed the skull and I threw it to you.
It's a trap.
Blows up.
So yeah, roll me a notice check, Eric Agier.
Yeah.
To see if you see the trap.
It bites your finger.
Son of a bitch.
You said notice?
Yep.
That is going to be a soft 10.
Okay. The skull that you have caught, in addition to having a map carved in its back of it, is weirdly misshapen. The left cheekbone, upon which it landed when it fell from the stone pedestal, is popped up out of place. Still attached, but a different shape than the one on the other side. And the hole where the sword passed through is closed up.
Truly fascinating.
Can you talk to it? Converse? Do whatever you do?
Are you here or is Asarius here?
It's Renly. Arceus is still on the palanquin.
Oh, okay,
Renly's
so-
here
so
talking to
Renly's
you.
Sorry, yeah, Renly can talk.
I'm talking through Renly to you.
Long story.
Through Ivan, I'll talk to Asarius through Renly.
Yeah, long story. The fox is the wizard, the halfling is the familiar.
This is the wizard. I'm just the familiar.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I believe I can. I mean, I can try it. Do we want to talk to it here, or do we want to go back to the flying disc?
Well, first, we should gather the gold.
Sally's already putting
okay.
it in her pockets.
Well, I get my share quickly before Sally gets too much.
How about it's ours? How about the money that we spend? Because this is not.
you
a lot.
have to remember, this is also for the ship. So
Yes.
it's
This is
not
only
just...
100 gold.
You're right. It's only 100.
You still have crew
gold.
to pay.
We have crew to pay. And we have more crew now.
A lot of mouths to feed.
This is probably going to have to go straight towards the ship's stores.
I feel like this is an overhead
Yes. This is not for
pile of
us.
gold.
We have our gold somewhere around.
Eddie, you seem to not want to give up the gold.
Well, I had already picked up 25 worth,
Okay.
and I was already in the process of putting it away, and then they sell all this, so Eddie has the gold in his hand like this.
Roll me a no check.
You know there's a trap.
Intelligence plus no.
Sorry, I'm gonna keep pushing.
Intelligence plus no.
Yeah.
Okay. Got this new.
Your first time.
Yeah, this new dice roller.
Look at that
so-
wrist action.
You can't miss that one up.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
there you go.
So 6, 7, 8, 9. Intelligence, right?
Yeah.
10, and my no is 0. So 10.
It's pretty good.
That's good.
So, according to the charter
Mhm.
that you all signed, every man is entitled to a share of the loot from a prize taken. A ship.
A ship.
Doesn't say anything about finding gold in a cave.
All right.
So you're going to have to work that out with these three.
Eddie's does say that, and then he puts the gold back in his pocket.
Okay, but what about mutiny? We promised them gold, and we're not.
They're not here right now.
Yes, but when we return, I don't know. A mutiny can happen.
It's only 25 gold.
They can have my
They
share.
won't care.
I don't need.
Out of 100.
Eddie Bones, you have the cutlass.
I don't know. Like, for some reason, holding on to this makes me feel like I should keep the gold.
Oh, son of a bitch. Was that a threat? Was that intended as a threat?
No. He's holding on to Greybeard's sword.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
The sword is not making you more greedy.
Yeah.
I'm like, but the way that you said it will make me think it's a threat.
Yeah.
I
Eric
can,
will always take the worst meaning from everything.
Eddie,
and I can.
we are the captains and officers of the ship. We cannot be seen stealing from our own crew. I know we're pirates.
Unless you want to be, I don't know, ensnared by my speech. How's that for a threat?
It wasn't so much of a threat. I'm just saying we are a team, right?
Yes, we're a team, so let's work together to provide food for these fuckers. So when we find the bigger gold, we can have a larger stash.
Okay, Eddie. You see Eddie do like a big swallow. He's like, all right.
Full bellies makes a happy
Yeah.
person.
And he gives his share to Sally. Here.
You can hold on to it.
I did not believe we would be having this conversation with you,
Coin
Eddie
earned?
Bones.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I forgot to give you the chalice. This, for any new viewers, is where they collect the coins I give them that they can spend upon increased rolls and various other things that we may discuss when the time comes.
Roll for loot.
Roll for loot goblin.
But before we move on, Eddie does want to examine the sword a little bit more. Does it have engravings on it? Does it have like special rubies or anything?
No, except that the blade is miraculously untarnished after untold years in this cave. And also the handle. Sparkling steel and brass.
But no engravings or anything.
No, but the things that I described make it obviously magical.
I wonder how many bodies that sword has run through.
Probably a lot. Should we head back, or...?
Yeah, let's go.
Question, Sally. Is this all of Greybeard's treasure? No. There's only one part of it, right?
Well, this is a map.
I would think that would be the map. Which do you want to use your magic on it now? I think it might, in the relative safety of this cave.
We saw the sides out there. I don't trust this cave.
I'm sorry, Sally One Eye, please roll me a notice check. Because you just held up the skull to everyone, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
You went like that. You're really good at rolling those double ones.
Damn.
She's rolled double ones.
the eye
so
patch is
many
on the
times.
wrong side. Come on.
Can you switch it over?
She's rolled snake eyes so many times.
I rolled Snake Eyes last week too, y'all.
Yeah,
Twice in a row last week, right?
I think it was.
Or at least twice.
So
last
with
week.
my notice, that's a 3.
Yeah, so Eric has a booger.
That's it.
You might want to.
All right. Thanks for that.
All right, well, if you want to be comfortable, I guess we can leave.
But who knows what dangers are lurking in the jungle?
The palanquin is out here nice and safe and cozy in the middle of the river.
Do we still have someone to pull?
We have Ivan.
Give Ivan.
All right.
All right, then let's return to the palanquin.
All right. So you guys spent like half the day getting here. It's going to be about the same amount of time. It'll be night when you return to your ship.
I am gonna miss Jules. I'll revive somebody else.
Did you just leave the body? Did you bury it or anything? Or
No, they were dead. They were literally dead when I first found them on the ship.
Yeah, this was one of the bodies from.
That doesn't change my question one bit.
Oh, they did. The cave is their tomb.
It's not a bad tomb, honestly, behind a waterfall.
But yeah, behind a cool, very cool. I'll find another. It's okay.
So on our journey back, shall we take a look at the skull and see if you can talk to it?
I will do my best.
This is one school of magic that I have never dabbled in, so...
Am I doing something that you have...
Yeah.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
It's fine. There's plenty of things I can't do.
Sure.
There's plenty of things you can't do.
Yet, right? Well, I guess there's plenty of things that I can do yet.
Fishing.
I touch its 5 senses. Ears for hearing, eyes, nose, lips, and then the chin for feeling. And I cast... where is it? Query the skull.
Your magic reaches out, and while you feel something odd about this skull come back towards you, there is nothing there for the magic to grasp. This skull has been dead too long. The soul of whatever or whoever this skull belonged to is out of reach.
It's a little too far. Sorry, that was very weird and ominous.
It's a lot too far.
Its spirit is further than I think it needs to be for the spell to take hold.
So there's no way we can lessen that gap, right?
Well, I mean, I have the ability to create a semblance of life, so potentially drawing that soul closer. I'm not entirely sure if that's actually what happens while I cast it.
Could you... So, just to help me understand, are you able to talk to, like, say one of your zombies passed? Are you able to talk to them as if they just passed recently?
Yes, I believe. Ivan, what was the last thing that you remembered?
You told Godric to wash his booty.
That is true. That is true. Something a little more personal about your life. The last thing that you saw when you were alive.
Blood.
Okay.
It's accurate.
Yeah, it's accurate. Thank you, Ivan. You can continue to pull.
So, my
Wait.
question is it possible to... Now, hear me out. This is weird. I don't know much about necromancy.
I'm hearing.
Is it possible to replace one of your zombies' heads with this head?
Ooh. No, I've never dabbled in that before, but that would be an interesting study.
I don't know how you will ever choose which zombie to sacrifice for this, but...
Well, we have Ivan right here. I don't want to sacrifice Godric. I feel like Godric is on a very interesting trajectory.
He's got a journey ahead of him, for sure. Well, shall we wait until he has finished pulling the palanquin back to...
No, because...
In the meantime, may I examine the map on the skull?
Yeah, absolutely. Here you go.
Steve, do I see anything recognizable about this map? Like coastlines, landmass, continent?
So the coastline is unfamiliar, but it may just be that you're only looking at a part of it that you're not used to looking at. And the weird thing is that there are extra marks engraved into this skull. Besides the coastline, there are dots. And I'll have you roll a sail check.
Can I look over her shoulder and help?
Yes.
I'm not good at sailing, but I've been around a little bit, so
Yeah.
Around,
You all have a little sail.
I don't.
Okay, I rolled better this time. So this is 9. Plus 1 is a 10.
Wow.
They're stars. This is a star chart.
Oh. I'm having a lot of fun.
Do I recognize the patterns of these stars? Since I've been a hunter.
I think that now that you two know what you're looking at, both of you can easily recognize the constellations.
From looking at them,
What you see?
is there a way, looking at it, that easily points what star we're supposed to follow?
Yes. Yes, because there is, not to be too cliched, there is an X on the map.
Yes,
so
there
you
is.
can use these stars to orient yourself towards that X. And I will now show you where...
See, if I did a treasure map, I do an H for here.
So you guys are on Indomitus, which is the island with the crossbones.
Oh, we just met that guy. We have him now.
Yeah. The other thing that you have is the back of his head, and it's pointing you to... I'm going to try and figure out how to mark it, but basically right there between Fangmere and Broken Knee.
Oh, my
In-
cousin's
Kinda
going
like-
to Broken Knee.
In Darjan Ra.
Oh.
The Orc Empire.
The what empire?
Well, it looks like the orcs and I have further business.
Wait, isn't that where your cousin went?
To Broken Knee, and apparently they might have further history with my family.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. Are we gonna have like an intense battle? It's gonna be like the battle at Broken Knee.
Can we?
That's awesome.
There might be ways to avoid battle. You do have a history of merchandising with them.
I do have...
Sorry, your current language is a little weird.
We do have some connections with them, but normally we didn't sell that way. We mainly met. Actually, Steve, can I roll for a connection?
See if you have a good contact with an orc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that would be a connect roll, right?
Well, let me ask you this before you roll. What is it that you would want from the orc in question in this situation?
Information about the area, who's who,
I think we're
what
also
we should be looking out for.
we're trying to figure out if we can connect with somebody or sell to them. We're trying to figure out if we can use your connection to get to the land without having to fight our way out.
Oh my god, that's pretty difficult because it would require. Well, let me show
A
you.
12.
I'll go ahead and go back to the other view.
I can roll lucky.
Yeah.
So the snake eyes? I don't know.
So you were operating out of the Brass Island when you were a smuggler. So your connections would have been in Broken Knee and Blood Swamp. But where you're going, it's close to Broken Knee, but it's not. It's kind of where the dotted line ends at the shore, the darker one. So that's where you're headed. Now you might. Basically, what you're rolling for is to know someone who will be at sea and likely on or in command of whatever ship you first encounter. So I'm going to say you need 11 or higher on this.
Oh.
We could also just name drop too.
Yeah, what are orcish names?
It has to be someone. Yeah, it has to be someone important enough that the name drop matters. So still 11 or higher.
Okay, great.
Come on. Come on.
Ah!
No, that doesn't count. That
hold
doesn't
on.
count. Unless it's a 6.
Unless
That
it's a 6.
counts.
Oh boy.
Read it.
No, that doesn't count.
No.
Wait. I rolled a 12.
Did you
How
actually
many
roll a 12?
coins? How many coins?
No, it's not possible. She rolled a 1 and a 2, and she's making it 12.
My kids use that math on me, dude.
Yeah.
This one was a 1 as well.
You need like a whole new set of dice.
Maybe if
I gave her a whole new set of dice.
I used the lucky dice.
And that was your only 2.
That was my only 2, so it did help a little.
It did help a little.
No, it's just foggy right now.
So no, you don't have any way to talk your way out of being in danger, sailing too close to Dozon Rock.
Well,
What that roll means is your smuggling contact was a low-level orc that you had to arrange meetings with in advance, and you never did and cannot just sail up to Dozon Rock.
It is pretty strange that you did work for a bunch of orcs, not gonna lie.
I didn't work for orcs. I worked for myself. Well, actually, I worked for my group.
Okay.
I was part of a cell.
Jax was the leader of the Brassers, and Sally was highly placed, but technically not working for the orcs. They were just clients,
Either way.
customers.
It's
I
kind
would
of weird.
say.
we still have quite a long journey, so we can try to figure out some more plans on the way.
Yes.
Do we know how long it'll take us to get to the Broken Knee
At least
from?
a couple weeks, right?
From where you are, you have to sail around Indomitus, so yeah, a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Okay.
Well, I mean, we can try to figure out the best way to query this skull.
Yes.
I like the idea of replacing Ivan's head with this skull. That would be very interesting.
Does Ivan overhear this?
Yeah, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't
true.
care.
There's nobody in there to care.
I think we need to at least attempt this when we're closer to the ship, but still further away that people will not see us doing this, because
I agree.
that will freak them the fuck out.
Okay. Are you going to do it? Are you guys going to stop the palanquin before it reaches shore
Yep.
and perform zombie surgery?
Are you really going to do this? Why didn't you just put Jules's head back on then?
Do we want to go back and get Jules then?
No, the sun's setting. Palanquin ends at dusk or dusk. And I'm not walking back.
Well, I mean, we're here now.
Well, it's an interesting magical exercise. I will leave it to you as...
Oh, Abraxio, is this even possible?
Are you actually trying to contact Abraxio?
Yeah, I will say, you had mentioned that you're not against me and my skills as a Lorian, and that me using my intelligence is you're not against it.
As soon as he starts talking to Abraxel, I am going to cast Apprehending the Arcane Form and search the area for all magic.
Okay, well, you see your own palanquin, you see the zombie, both putting out their own auras, of course.
The sword.
The sword, yes.
Anything from the skull, actually?
No.
Okay.
Are you doing anything other than speaking to try and contact Abraxio?
Yelling.
I am going to try doing a little more of the meditation exercise to bring up the anger and just swallow it, because that seemed to at least bring him in.
What did you tell him? He's literally doing everything I've been trying to show him for years. Eddie, I'm talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, doing definitely meditating, like stepping away and kind of just. I'm first of all, I'm thinking this worked apparently for Eddie when his goddess came and talked to him. So maybe this will work.
Just praying directly to him, right?
Yeah, well, point of note, it worked one time. Eddie prays daily.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I...
Honestly, when In my experience, whenever you want any help from a god, it's whether or not it's convenient for them.
I will take out the sword or the accursed blade.
All right.
And because I know that comes from Abraxiel, and place it in my lap when I sit down. And
Okay. So what I'd like you to do is using your meditation and the summoned sword, roll a magic check to see if you can sort of extend your will backwards through the powered channel, as it were.
Can I like help him?
No, there's no way. He has to use a source of magic that's available only to him.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's very good.
I'm very good at magic.
Abraxiel says, "What I was trying to say is just that even though we may operate out of different places and reach different conclusions, we are not inherently enemies."
Absolutely, and since we're not enemies, you can be for us when attempting this.
I mean, I already saved you from being captured in a giant crystal. I
And so
think
you-
I've proven that I'm for you.
And so, oh no, absolutely.
Only he can hear this, right?
Absolutely, you are for me in a lot of instances, and you're still going to hold on to the past and how you saved me, blah blah blah, etc. etc. Great, awesome. Let's continue our relationship, shall we? Aren't you curious about, I don't know, just this attempt at skeletal surgery to see if we can displace one soul and insert it with another?
Well, I don't deal too much with souls when I'm operating strictly as a necromancer.
As am I.
Necromancy is really more the science of life energy. It's not necessarily related to souls.
Very well. Then replacing souls with life energy.
If you want to contact the soul that once resided in that skull you have, well, you may have to ask someone other than me.
Can you point me to them?
Oh, I think you're already pretty familiar with them. You have their logos tattooed all over your arms.
Them. You know, I just found out through that wonderful vision, my prayers to them meant nothing.
Well, that's because they can't hear you.
So me praying to them will do absolutely nothing. But how about a way to anger them? No, I shouldn't do that.
Oh, I think you've already done that.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay.
You're not gonna ask how?
I'm a little scared of the answer, but sure, entertain me. How?
Well, let me put it this way. Take another look at that skull.
What about it? The cheek is a little misplaced.
Roll. No roll necessary. The cheek is no longer misplaced.
The cheek is no longer misplaced.
The cheekbone is back in position in sync with the other cheekbone.
And my magic, I didn't see anything in that.
No.
I did see that the the wound, where the cutlass was healed up, but there's nothing magical about it.
No. You see, the repositioning of bones to suit whatever shape is necessary is part of this creature's natural ability and is not magical.
It can restructure itself to fit into anything, as is its properties, correct?
It can restructure itself to be shaped like any other skull.
That is fascinating. So, okay. So stick with me. If it can do this in terms of restructuring itself, were I to remove the head of dear old Ivan, whatever his original name was, and place it there, it will take the form of Ivan's skull to fit into Ivan's body. Transferring the life energy from Ivan, or from the skull into Ivan's body.
That might work if you do it just right, but I sense perhaps a misunderstanding between us.
Perhaps.
Life energy is not just some other word I use to describe a soul. They are two different things. Souls are real, they're just not part of what necromancy deals with.
All right. Fine, I will, I guess, attempt to contact the three sisters and figure something out there.
Yeah. You might want to be very committed to speaking to this particular skull.
I'm interested. It's curious. I don't know. It would be an experiment.
Have you, in your travels, met anyone else with a skull that can change shape?
The Darlings, I believe.
Yes. Interesting fact about the Darlings. They were modeled after someone else. Damn it, Abrazio.
Let us kill him and we'll have to do the voice ever again. Just kidding.
Damn it. Now, who do you think one of the three sisters would model an entire race after? Excuse me. You think about that.
I will.
I'm gonna go save my own life.
I'll return to the others and kind of just say this. To be honest, I don't know who they would model.
I'm sorry, we didn't hear any of that. What happened?
Oh, let's see.
Did you talk to your god?
Not my god. I am my own god in a lot of ways. And I don't mean that to be like, I am my own god. But in a lot of ways, I am my own god.
But you do answer to him.
No, I don't answer to him.
But you're the god of elves. So the Darlings were modeled after somebody? Were they modeled after your people?
Holy shit. Actually, I don't know. Were they? You were around much longer.
I have to ask Steve. I have player knowledge of this answer, but I don't know if my character knows or not. I think he does. Or he might.
So
you have to do a crazy history check.
You would have. Oh, can you? I didn't close that all the way.
Oh, yes. You okay?
Yeah, choking to death.
Yeah.
I've never had that much trouble doing a Abrazio.
Because you're giving away too many secrets.
It's just a weird night. All right. This one must be it.
Drink more rum; it'll help.
That's what I'm doing.
Great.
I put a lot of water in it, so technically this is grog.
Yeah. So would I know?
Okay.
At least enough history.
Yeah. What I was going to say is, you would not know this from your previous life, but it's possible you have some knowledge of it that you found out at some point since. So
especially because my research definitely centers around at least fetch and that whole circle.
Yeah. So I would need a.
My chair's so loud.
What would you want to roll for it? Let me ask that.
I could do no. I could do. I don't think I could do magic. I think it's no.
Can I help with a little Lorien?
I would allow no or Lorien. Let me think. No, Lorien doesn't know either.
I can also argue connect no is better for me, but if you wanted connect, so I can connect some dots.
No, connect is for connecting with people.
I know, but all right. I'm just
I
trying to
would,
think of
I would
martial
allow
arts
know or magic because it's something you would know through perhaps your
If I have a
study of
choice,
the
I'm using
arcane.
magic.
Yeah, magic is
Go for it.
I also want to ask for another possible magic roll. While he's talking to Broxil, I would like to see his connection, if I can, through the arcane to Broxil. But let's do this one first.
Well, that won't require a roll. That'll just work.
Okay, great. This one, all right. I got a 6 and a 5 on the dice.
Nice.
So plus 3. So
14.
yeah.
Your intelligence.
Plus intelligence. 15.
15. Now, for those who don't know Worlds Without Number, you roll 2d6 for skill checks, not a d20. So 15 is like, it's not the highest it could possibly be.
It's
still pretty high.
Very close.
It's very high.
It's extremely, it's the highest most people could ever hope for. So yeah, you do know this information to an extent. I was kind of in there choking, but what did you tell them about what Abraxiel said?
I would have recapped them with
Just basically the whole thing. So yeah, you would know because you lived through, sort of, well, you predate the current iteration of the universe. And you are aware that at some point it collapsed and was reborn. So you are, you spend a lot of that time as a fox and with the functional intelligence of a fox, but since then you probably studied creation myths from the various cultures that now exist.
Yeah.
And you know that there were 4 beings present at the creation of the universe. Or, that's what everyone says. Out of character, there were 6, but everyone knows about the 4. One of those was the youngest of the 3 sisters. And another one, according to some myths, was the progenitor of the Darlings. According to other myths, was the concubine of that death goddess.
Darrow was a concubine.
You guys explicitly told me you never got married, so...
I know, that's true. Technically, yeah. It was a very...
So yeah, what you know is there was a creature known by many names in many cultures who was capable of changing shape. He was known to have... He's known as a shadow being in most cultures, but also a light bringer in others. And you don't know his real name, but you know that the Darlings were modeled after him. So if, in fact, this is his skull, then you are holding the skull of one of the death goddess's beloved.
Wow, I did not even...
What is
That
a
was-
map being drawn on his
Wow.
skull for?
Do you say that to us?
I say what I know, and then I guess we connect the rest of the dots with the possibility of who this is.
All right.
So,
Why would Graybeard write the map on this guy?
why would he?
Accidentally.
If he was alive,
Did Graybeard kill this guy?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't even know how this person died.
Why
You
was
do
Grey...
know, you do know Greybeard didn't kill him. There's no way this being was alive long enough to have met Greybeard.
I would say, since he can form his bones, there's no way a carving would exist on his skull if he was still alive.
Well,
I bet the 3 sisters would like to have this thing.
I would be very interested.
It is a great bargaining chip for one of them.
which it would be interesting, so interesting. Not that you're not cool because you're old, but to talk to one of the oldest living entities.
You can bring him back?
A semblance of him if I have the rest of his body, or what we were talking about is fitting this skull into the body of Ivan. However, I can't actually move one soul to another. That would need to go through the 3 goddesses.
Yeah, bringing this soul back a million years would be insane.
It would be super difficult, and I would need help, and that help would come from... You said the youngest of the 3 sisters?
Yep.
And wait, this would be another god? Don't you, and I'm staring at the fox, don't you have an issue with this?
I have a very big issue with this.
Now,
Wouldn't the sisters have an issue with this too?
Abraxiel did not say it was impossible. He just said, essentially, you might not want to. It might piss people off.
I believe this
It would
would
be interesting.
I believe this would piss off the sisters too.
It would, but it would bring back the concubine, so...
They're already pretty, or at least their priestesses are already pretty angry.
Yeah, but how about this? If it actually works, and we present the concubine of the youngest Death Sister, she can advocate for us and have those fuckers at the temples not come after us, which that alleviates at least one person from our backs who's searching for us.
Or we just leave the skull back behind the moving curtain.
You got to be kidding me. This is interesting. Aren't you? I look at the fox. Aren't you interested at least for what this could actually be?
The fox looks down at the ground.
Oh, don't do that.
You don't understand. You're about to mess with powers that, even when I was at my peak, easily stopped me.
Well, we'll see if this is even possible.
Yeah, let's try it out. If it doesn't, then
Keep that close to you, I guess.
What's I don't even know what you guys call the middle goddess of
Fatal.
death.
Says, let me poke this god with a stick, can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Can never go good. Except that you are one.
Yeah.
except that I am one.
So, if we are lucky enough to deal with the middle goddess of death, we might have a chance.
The middle one?
Yeah.
Why not the youngest one? She loved this guy.
Yeah.
She loved his poker.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to go well? Have you seen a woman scorned?
Eric, I will ask you for a pray check, and I'm going to give you a +1 on it.
Okay.
You need to hit a 10.
Wait, is he praying to himself?
Like praying.
No,
like praying
this is
like-
basically a knowledge of religion. That
I could also try that.
Don't let me forget the connection to Roxio.
yeah, you saw it. I don't know if you wanted to do anything with it.
I don't want to do anything with it. I want to learn how they're connected. I want, like, magically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with my modifiers, that's a... Oh, you said +1?
Yeah.
That's a 10.
10 exactly?
10 exactly.
So, because of your upbringing as a very devout follower of the Etiali, you suspect, you would know the youngest of the three sisters is associated with nature. That for her, death is part of the natural life cycle. And as such, once death has occurred, the body is just dirt. Therefore, if what you were taught about her is correct, the fact that you have this skull doesn't bother her at all. But summoning the soul back through the gates might.
That's the part I'm warning you about, not the skull part.
So you said going through the middle one.
Imagine for a moment you had the love of your life. They pass away. It's tragic. And then someone else summons them to just fuck with them or talk to them or whatever without your permission or knowledge.
But there's a possibility that it could just be like, and we have him back.
They already call you the abomination.
Probably for this reason. I get very excited about these things. Partly because of your upbringing, I would say.
I fully understand your excitement. When I was your age, every new spell and challenge and experiment was the most exciting thing I could ever imagine until it was done and I moved on to the next one. It was great. I get it. I absolutely get it. I'm curious too. I want to know what this guy says. I want to know why his skull was chosen.
The youngest one likes nature.
Plus, if you put him on a body, would he have control of his own body? Then we will lose control of the map.
We already have the map. Ivan has it.
That's right. He did.
I just wanted the
He
skull.
did the rubbing.
He did the rubbing.
Something you said. The body is dirt. What if we create a body out of dirt?
Like a mud pie body.
A golem?
Maybe.
It's crazy, but it might work.
Why would that, as the GM, I'm legitimately asking, why would that work better than using Ivan's body?
It's more. You touched on the fact that she is more nature-loving. The whole point of the body is dirt.
She likes the cycle of nature.
The cycle of nature.
She says the value of a body after the soul has left it is dirt.
That said, like the other two, not a fan of undeath.
Yeah, none of them are a fan of it.
Let's just go with the original idea. Let's try it.
Unless any of you guys are going to stop him, I say let's play it out.
I'm not going to stop him, but I am definitely...
You've already advised against it.
I
He
have
chooses
given
not to take your advice.
I've given the wisdom of my
Yeah.
long life, and that is the best I can do.
Well, what would you need to make this happen?
Well, here's my plan. So we'll need to remove. Let's put that cutlass to good use. We'll need to remove Ivan's head.
That will kill Ivan as a functional zombie.
Yes. We'll outfit Dars?
You don't know the name. Nobody knows the name.
We don't know.
We'll
the
put the skull within the body, and it'll, outfit itself to at least fit naturally within that body, because that's what it does. I'll cast Terrible Liveliness to at least have that semblance of life, in which case I'm thinking what will happen is the skull will have more of a permanent fixture within the body. And then I'll do Query the Skull.
Okay, so in order for this to happen, I need you to cut the head off like he said. Do all the things you said, including spending those spells.
Yep.
And then I will require a very high magic check.
Would you like to go invisible with me?
I would. I would.
Would you like to help me with this?
You look over and we're just not there. I'm gonna cast excellent transpicious transformation and make the three, me, Brinley, and her, go invisible.
Okay.
And I will say,
Just in case.
I will say out loud, just as always, my mentor is leaving. So that
Well,
leaves
I didn't
you.
leave.
Oh no, not you.
The other
You're my new
mentor.
mentor. The other one that is a coward and doesn't actually want to help me out with really cool experiments such as this.
Wait,
Actually, you hear Renly's voice in your head. He's got a point. You never used to be afraid of them.
Afraid of the goddesses.
you know what?
Never. You're the one that killed one. Remember that?
Yeah, well, and that's why I don't want to be here when they come back.
Hey, I'm just saying,
Listen.
it's not like you to be all like, oh no, gods. It's more like you to be like, fucking gods.
Yeah, that's how I do feel about it. I just look. Have you seen me?
Yeah. Hey, you do what you want.
Okay. Well, the short answer is, if Fetch shows up, I feel like there's a chance there. If the other two show up, I'd rather not be seen.
Well, honestly, I think Eddie. I do want to help you, but I just want to make sure of one thing real quick.
Yes.
Can you just hand me the skull real quick?
Sure. What are you planning?
Go ahead.
You're not gonna chuck it, will you?
No. I promise I won't check it.
Okay, because I don't want to cast Devil's Bargain on you as well. So here you go.
Please don't do a Luke Skywalker.
No. Eddie's just gonna take a moment and look at the skull and maybe turn it around, and he's just gonna. He's gonna do a short prayer. He's gonna pray to himself and say to he's gonna pray to Nakashi and just basically say, "Do you think it's wise that I should help this child with this?"
That's not a child.
Wait,
He's older than me.
do I see my mind?
No, you just hear it.
Ironically,
Oh,
I
I
don't
just hear
think
it.
he's older than me.
And okay, I feel like we're about to cross a line here. I just want to make sure it's okay with you.
It doesn't, in terms of like what I'm in charge of, it doesn't enter into my domain.
But you're a god. A god. Shouldn't this be?
I'm a god of healing. This thing is already dead.
But he might be able to bring it back.
Not really, though.
Oh, you know that for sure?
Yeah, I know what undeath is. He won't really be back. And if he is, he won't be in any pain.
So you're okay with this?
It won't upset me. I'm not sure that it's well advised.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to check in with you. By the way, I miss you a lot.
I appreciate it. Listen, I'm not going to be able to answer.
So
like this.
thirsty.
Grace has competition.
Listen, I'm not going to be able to answer you like this every time.
I know. That's why
There's a lot going on for people like me.
I really appreciate this.
All right.
I love you.
You too, Eddie.
Subscribe, follow, like.
So Eddie's eyes open and he says, "All right, I'm okay with this." And he hands it back to you.
All right.
And he cuts off that thing's head.
Oh, I was going to give Ivan a warning, but okay.
Ivan drops.
Ugh.
Oh, Nakashi is Sky Mommy, by the way, not Sky Daddy.
No, Sky Mommy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie doesn't swing that way.
Now there's
swings
anything
that
wrong
way.
with it.
All right. Yeah, Ivan drops.
Ooh, I was going to give him a heads up, but... That was unintentional, but that's unfortunate. Sorry, I move him to the side. Lay him down, and...
Oh, I should say when Ivan drops, the semblance of life drops as well, and he is now fully a rotting corpse.
Ooh.
oh God.
I got my good smelling herbs.
That also happened to Jules.
Yeah. Okay. So I quickly, nose to my armpit to... That's probably not any better. I fit the skull in and wait to see if it takes shape and outfits itself to form within the body.
Okay, I'll do the magic check now. Because I told you to take a high magic check. I don't want to add more rolls. Do the magic check and we'll see what
I can't
happens.
help him with this magic check, can I? Maybe.
I can't even help with this magic check.
Well, how would you?
Through my heel.
That's brilliant.
If you want to use Healer's Touch on the skull at some point in the process, yeah, you can help.
Okay.
So that's 3 dice drop the lowest.
Okay. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13.
Why does everybody roll better
14.
than I do?
14.
Well, magic rolls we're very good at.
Yeah.
So you find the spinal column on Ivan's decapitated body and line it up with where it should connect on this skull and push it in, and you see the skull sort of change shape to accept that top vertebrae and snap on.
And while he's casting, you said
Healer's Touch, yeah.
I will also be doing Terrible Liveliness to give it a semblance of a healthy, normal living being.
Okay.
And restore it to what they did when they were in their life.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you cast Terrible... Well, first you have to animate the corpse, right?
This is...
Terrible Liveliness only works on an already undead creature.
Yes, you are correct.
Raise corpse first, and then Terrible Liveliness.
Yes, raise corpse first, and then Terrible Liveliness. Which, actually, if that's what we're doing, I don't know if Query the Skull needs to even be cast. if it takes hold. If it doesn't, then I'll spend my last
Because you're
spell.
kind of hurting.
Well, no, because Ray's corpse doesn't give it its own like memories and stuff. It just gives it
that's
the
terrible.
ability to obey commands and human degree of intelligence, but it won't remember its life
Ooh, no, that's
too
fair.
much. Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so
So yeah, but you excuse me, you cast those things, and what you see is the flesh grows over the whole body, but as it gets up to the neck, it starts to like shudder and like not take hold correctly. And then you see like a jagged, it almost looks like the shape of like a violent rip, but it's not a rip, it's a change in color. As the flesh regrows over the head, it is white. Pure white.
Nice.
And you see piercing blue eyes and white hair grow out of its skull.
I take a step back.
And it looks at you. What does he say?
God damn it.
I take a step back.
Ask me anything you don't know.
How would the last images of his life affect his response, if at all? Did he pass away
He
peacefully?
died peacefully and old.
Okay.
Older than he was already because of that ghost.
Well, hello there.
Why have you done this?
You were in the good place.
Why?
I don't know what that is for Daro, but you were there.
Yeah, this is not right. This is not good. What have you done?
I just simply
Somehow I knew it's him.
Yeah. And you are compelled to answer him truthfully, though.
Yeah.
as we simply had questions. See, you have a thing written on your skull, and we were wondering if you had anything.
I'm sure there's hair there now, so I can't feel it.
Really, any knowledge of that? Slash, you were the concubine of the youngest. I mean, word. Oh, no, don't let me. Okay, sorry about that.
This is. You need to undo this. If she finds out, it's
curious to me the fact that you have thoughts and feelings of your own.
Of course.
No. The others that I've cast like this don't have the same.
Sorry, I think we got off the wrong foot here.
Very much so.
My name is Eddie.
I checked for my weapons.
No, my name is Eddie Bones.
Oh, I'm Lorian.
Yeah. And what is your name, sir?
Why would I tell you?
I just think it's...
I'm compelled
Yeah.
for you, but not for him, right?
Yeah. Well, yes. I because we are getting to know each other. What is your name?
Daro.
Darn.
A pleasure to meet you, Daro. I'm the god Lorian.
Oh shit.
You know who that is.
I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
You're not the god, Lorian.
I am. One of my incarnations. Annenbeck, Eric Asia at the moment.
So you are this.
Yeah.
I didn't actually anticipate this.
I didn't either.
You're the only being in existence who saw him die.
I know.
Oh shit!
You see his demeanor just suddenly relax and almost become sorrowful. This is incredible.
I think so too. Just the fact that you're able to just communicate with me in this way is truly spectacular.
As this is happening, Eddie's like looking around, making sure that no like lightning bolts are coming down. And he's just saying,
He should be looking at the ground. Your ears are not pointy, right? Are they?
No, they're not.
Okay. Yeah, your ears, they're
Human.
interesting. Yeah.
I know.
What an interesting body you've chosen. Or I'm not exactly sure how that works.
Eddie kind of looks at you and he's like, I think you should ask some questions quick. Maybe.
Well, terrible liveliness. It dispels when I choose to.
How much do you remember of your past? Like past life?
Not much. Hey, I guess.
What are you doing now? What is your goal?
That's a long story. Interesting that you're asking me questions. None of the others do that. Kind of a long story. I have...
Are these trusted, or is he a trusted friend?
We're invisible.
Yeah, we're invisible.
Yes, Eddie is my mentor at the moment.
Oh. Eddie kind of goes up like this.
He's my mentor. I don't know, this body has a guest body. I don't know why I'm talking like that. This persona, this incarnation of me, I hold very dearly. There's a lot that I've learned in this person, and I would like to take care of the ones that have impacted my life the most. And that's the people that raised me, for the most part. So that's my goal, if that's it. But
Little vague.
it's not vague. I truly loved...
What year are we in?
Can I tell him the year?
Are you texting me or anything? Because I'm not.
No,
paying
I'm not.
attention. Okay, good.
I was looking for something else.
Great.
So, by the reckoning of your people, Eddie Bones, it is the year 437.
That's what I say.
Quite a long time, I suppose, from the last time you were dead. I was trying to reconnect your soul, and you've been gone for quite a long time.
I'm not even sure how to connect that year to. Anyway.
Yeah, when you died, that culture Eddie Bones comes from didn't exist yet.
Yeah, 437 makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Ask him about like his life. Like what was the things back then?
I suppose also Asarius, if you want to come out, and there's nothing happening. If y'all want to come out, please.
Can you make me play two characters right now?
Daro knows the name Asarius.
He's here?
He's here. You're seeing him before me. He's
What?
asking me questions.
Whoa. Oh, man.
So Daro would have heard of Asarius
Yeah.
after the events of campaign.
Yeah, so what would his feelings be towards the stories? He would probably take...
So everything that happened to Shadow Chaos Deathstorm indirectly was Asarius' fault.
Yeah, so... Yeah, and he tried to kill my lover.
No.
Well, not necessarily, not specifically her, but...
Her older sister, for lack of a better term.
Yes, and eventually her. That was his goal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so...
Listen.
Is he here?
He had the time to play two characters. Now it's your turn.
Asarius still exists. So it hasn't been that long.
I think so, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, he's in a fox and now is taking over a body.
He has a fox body.
If you want me to shut up, come out of hiding.
Are you going to kill yourself?
Yeah, so, oh man. Okay, I gotta switch gears here.
I'm sorry, has anyone been counting questions? You get 6.
So Daro has been intentionally asking questions on purpose.
Daro's asking questions.
Yeah.
He has been mostly giving statements. Now,
Yes.
And you only get 6 questions.
Yeah.
How many have you asked?
What was your name?
What was your name?
Yeah.
Daro's smart enough to use this opportunity to get. Yeah.
I haven't really asked any more questions. I think I
don't
only
think you
asked
have.
what was your
What's
name.
his name? Okay.
Ask him if he knows the cure for werewolfism.
Oh my god, that's random.
He wouldn't. Not that Eddie would know that. But.
You shouldn't have said this is sorry, it's not. You shouldn't have revealed me. And he does drop the invisibility on Renly. Halfling.
It's fine. After 6 questions, he's gone. 5 questions now.
This is so Daro sees Renly. This is what Asarius has become.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's much stronger than that. You haven't been around.
What weapon can Daro try to grab from you?
Ivan doesn't have any weapons. Oh, he might have a dagger.
No, you.
Me?
Yeah, you're next to him, right?
Would he be able to
I
go
don't-
against him?
I don't believe Darrow is free to act.
Oh.
Yeah.
You are enthralled to the necromancer.
Okay. Well then, yeah, he'll like reach out a hand and then like.
Oh no!
realize
Don't
he's
do that
not.
now.
And then he'll look at Renly and try to go for Renly. Can he do that?
Oh, please don't do that.
Can he do that, or is that stop too?
I don't think you can even start to do it.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
So-
You don't have to stop him. Like you can't act unless it's at his command.
Do you realize what that little thing has done?
Oh, quite a lot, and we're still trying to figure that out.
You can actually tell us if you want.
Wait, Darrow would know afterwards.
Darrow would know, but I'm trying to figure out. Well, you know what? Darrow needs to form his own opinion
Yeah.
because I don't know fully what Oven's opinion would be, and she's the one that would have told you the story.
I mean, it was Oven's crow that released him.
Yeah, it was Oven's crow that released him, and Oven was also the only member of the sisters not involved in his story.
Yeah.
He killed Rhys Kraban and was imprisoned in a fox body by
Okay,
Fetch.
Darrow doesn't have any opinions about, or major opinions about that, but he does have opinions about the fact that he had to go through everything he went through because of that.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't expecting him to obviously know more than he does about, I guess, eternity. Are we still wanting to pose questions regarding the treasure?
Are you just looking in some random direction? She's still invisible.
Oh, Sally, are we still wanting to pose questions regarding?
Renly's going to interrupt actually and be like, you need to ask him the questions now and in this. This is so dangerous.
What if the middle sister comes to us? You said she's the best one, right?
I said she's...
What are you afraid of?
She's the one that is least likely to kill us.
Well, we should ask the big questions then.
Yes, this is not Darrow. Yes, let me please go back to where I belong.
You were a concubine of the...
Concubine is not exactly what I would call it.
All right. You slept with the youngest sister.
Is that a question?
It's more of a statement.
Okay.
We know your history. Therefore, you would know a lot about where their whereabouts are, temples were built, all those sorts of things. This is me just speculating. And more selfishly, we have a map with us, right?
Yep.
Pull out a map. Somewhere east of here, there is a temple that I'm in search of. Would you be... point to where...
If you're getting information from him,
Damn it, yeah.
it counts as a question no matter how you phrase it.
Fair enough.
Are you looking for like a certain book?
I'm looking for a temple.
Oh.
This is the original reason why I hired you two, but y'all have been
You might just know the
pointing
name.
me west.
You might just know the name of the temple.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the names of temples that exist out east of the Three Sisters?
You will have to. That's so vague and so post Darrow. I don't know how.
Yeah,
you'd
that's
have to answer that.
that's pretty vague. You would know the names of a few temples that existed in your time, but your time was 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah, so I will list off like a couple names of the temples that I know of.
Write them down. I don't know, maybe be useful. Sorry, that one was more of a selfish thing.
You
I
should-
don't know when and where we are though, so I don't know how.
You should ask him how, because we don't know exactly how like things came about in the before times, right?
I know exactly how they came about in the before times. That little fucker.
I think our questions are not regarding history, but more directed towards our goals. Unless I'm
But
mistaken.
history could be very powerful.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
Did you summon me here without a plan? Without a list of questions to ask?
I just wanted to see if it
I lean in
could
and
happen.
whisper, you could ask him what the weakness of the three sisters are.
Lorien once sacrificed himself to save the life of somebody dear to me.
Yeah. I don't know if you've gotten this sense. I'm not that person.
I've gotten that sense.
I am Lorien in spirit, and I just had a very interesting conversation about that. We grow. Experiences change us. Anyway, I don't want to get into that argument.
Just to interject, this is also not the first time you have seen Lorien not remembering who he is.
Oh, I know.
Because when you first met him, he was also in human form.
Yeah.
A previous human form because he died before.
But he was a nice man.
Yeah. And then he ascended again. Yeah, you're right. He was nice, he was kind, then he ascended
Darrow-
again and then died again.
Darrow was saying this to try to continue that. To let you know what you're living in.
Anyway, what is a weakness of the three sisters? I'm curious to say if it's you.
And then I whisper again, and what would best appease them if they're angry?
No, actually that would be helpful. And what would best appease them if they were angry at us?
You're up to 4, counting what's your name.
Yeah.
So 2 questions that I don't know how to answer. You will have to answer.
Darrow does know the answer, and it's the same. He knows the answer to what's their weakness, and it's the same answer Asarius would give. The only way to weaken a god is to remove followers from their worship. And in the case of the three sisters, they are the most widespread religion in known civilization. It would be like
Hence Asarius' fear right now.
absolutely impossible. If they're weak enough, you can kill them. Usually another god kills them.
Yeah.
But, the three sisters, there's 3 of them. In fact, Darrow, you would know.
The sad part is I did know that answer and I could have answered that.
Yeah, but that's not sad. There might have been more.
Yeah.
You would also, I think, probably impart, Darrow, that there is... The reason there are 3 of them was intended. Like, it was part of a plan that Rhys Kerban, the original one of them, hatched. And they are now protected specifically against this.
I think appeasing would be good.
Yeah.
They're thrice as powerful as any other god.
Yeah, which is why they dominate the planet right now.
Yeah.
So back to the hyperlinked question. Best
what
way
was the next one?
to appease
So
them.
the appeasing them, I feel like, is a question I will answer now, and then while I'm driving home, I'll be like, fuck, that would have been so much better. Rhys Kerban, I have nothing, so you'll have to help me with that.
Sure. Rhys Kerban remains a mystery to Darrow. You don't know.
That's true. He really, truly didn't know much about her.
Yeah. Fetch you may have had some more contact with, but all you know about Fetch is that, in terms of pressure points, Fetch always felt bad about roping Oven into the job.
Yes. Yes, I feel like that's all he would know about her. And then Oven, he would know a lot, but like intimate stuff. Not like sexual stuff, but like intimate, like she likes a little bit of chaos in everything.
Nice.
Yeah. She hates authority,
Very much hates authority.
which makes it kind of lame that she's the youngest of the 3.
Yes, she does not like being the youngest of
No
the
matter,
3.
she's a goddess, she's still not in charge.
Back at the beginning, she went with the old ways just because no one else was. I don't know if that's true, but she was a worshiper of the old ways when no one else was.
So hates chaos.
Loves chaos.
Loves chaos.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
But
for
just
us.
enough chaos. She also has a thing for peeing in wells.
She likes chaos.
Noted.
And wells? She like
Peeing in wells.
peeing in wells.
Noted.
That is why we do see a lot of whales in our trip. Wells, not whales. Wells.
You don't pee in
Sorry,
a whale.
it's the red leather, yellow leather.
It is.
You never know.
Wait, she likes chaos, right?
Yeah, she does.
What about that chaos champion?
I have no idea about him. I don't want to spend a question on that. It looks like he.
Do you think Daro might answer that?
He knows the answer to it. He's not going to.
Okay.
He's not answering anything he doesn't have to.
Okay.
Well, we have a few more questions.
Two more.
I think Eddie's like out of player knowledge. I think Eddie is genuinely interested of because that guy, the champion, did try to attack you.
Oh, that's true.
And he was using like chaos energy.
Chaos energy. Well, yes. In short, I have a Broxio as I suppose my patron.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Daro just gets a little more
hates
angry.
Abraxio.
That guy's
Daro
still around.
always irrationally hated Abraxio.
Yes.
You think it's irrational, it all makes sense to him.
Sure,
Yes.
it always
you-
makes sense to the person.
You've missed a lot. For instance, you know the place that all the gods were locked into? Maybe you don't. Maybe you died.
No, he was
before
there.
then. Oh, great.
I was there.
You know this, the cubes?
Omnium Bindstones.
Omnium Bindstones.
Yeah.
I roll up my sleeve. Well, one of them is in me. They're still around.
They made it here?
Yes.
I guess it's because he made it here.
Anyway, Abraxio helped me, etc., etc. He's now with me. He might be good. He might not be good. I don't know. But
I wouldn't trust that man.
Would you call him a man?
That thing.
yeah, I don't know. Has helped us out. Helped me out tremendously. Anyway,
I'm going to give you this one for free.
Oh, interesting.
When everything was on the line, Abraxio wanted to introduce evil just as much as we wanted to introduce good.
Oh, man, Eddie writes that down.
Daro would know this. I don't know if it would affect what you said. Oven was kind of with Abraxio at the time.
That's fine. It wouldn't have affected what he said.
It sounds to me more like the.
Oh, trust me. I'm sure Daro and Oven had many arguments in their life together.
Oven was the one party member that kind of was leaning towards balance instead of good over evil.
See, what that sounds like, at least to me, specifically with the woman, the goddess that you slept with, is
Keep saying it that way.
is the fact
You should
that
probably
chaos,
respect her a little more.
Maybe she's done shit all to help us out. So,
Well,
and
yes, because that's not her job. When you
that's
are
not
crossing,
her job.
When you cross the gates, you will wish you were a lot nicer.
Well, I keep crossing the gates and I keep coming back. So
Yeah, Lorian.
anyway,
I never understood how that works. Is it you, or is it like Lorian? Like, are your consciousness gonna come back, or is it the Lorian soul into a new person? I think you are done.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't either. I don't know why I'm smoking the pipe. I'm the wrong character.
It's a brilliant question, one that I cannot answer because I genuinely don't know.
I don't
I
either.
am experiencing this life as Annenbeck the third.
Let's get
and
these last couple questions in.
We are going to ask these questions. Do you know anything about this treasure and where to find it? Greybeard's treasure, the one that maybe you don't feel it on your head, but
You've
it's
never heard of it.
I would say I haven't been alive for a long time. I don't know how long, but it seems it's a name I've never even heard.
Copy.
One more.
Does it have any handles on the orcs?
Handles?
Or knowledge that would help us in our journey to the orc land?
No,
that's good.
Dungeon Raw.
well,
This.
But he doesn't know anything about
Your player
powers.
knowledge knows that what his answer would be, because
I doubt he would know anything about what's going on within our life today. So maybe
Fair point.
something more historical. Renly, anything?
I got nothing. I don't know why you.
maybe I mean, maybe they have knowledge of
I do have a question, but you will never ask it.
I was gonna say maybe he has knowledge of a certain like power or magic that we don't know about.
That'd be an interesting one.
My question, this is Rinley, would be, how's Fetch doing?
Fetch.
I feel like Darrow's eyes would narrow at that. But
Yeah, you first of all don't know the name Fetch,
yeah, you have no
so
idea.
you couldn't ask that, and the name that he knows you wouldn't know.
Darrow wouldn't know.
No,
Darrow wouldn't know Fetch.
Darrow knows who Fetch is, but you wouldn't know the name that he would call her by.
Correct.
Yeah.
But Rinley did say Fetch. So you don't know who Rinley's talking about.
Oh.
And asking this question.
Oh man, this is confusing.
Yep.
This is the merge of 2 seasons.
In 3 ages of the world.
3 ages of the world.
Man, since he was so close to the death gods, you should just ask him how to call her at any time.
I can ask this question. This was my last one. I think it would be helpful to at least have the middle goddess, who is, at least for my people, Visu Teali, or Visu Teal, the matron death. I think it would be helpful at least to have her on our side, or at least somebody that we can talk to should anything happen. I know you hate them, but you said she's less likely to kill us, so.
Wait, are you talking to Rinley or
Renly,
Oh, okay. So
how best to call the matron death?
the
Yeah, he must know the code or the ritual. or
So-
Her
whatever.
phone number.
But yeah.
if I remember here. Rinley knows who he's talking about. So he yeah. I knew her by a different name.
Which was.
And that was Fetch.
Oh!
Hmm.
But you're saying, how is Fetch?
I wanted to know
Why not ask
how
her
Fetch
yourself?
is doing.
Yeah, why not ask her yourself?
Because there's a 85 to 90% chance that will involve my death.
I've lost track of who you're embodying right now, Matt.
This is Rinley.
Okay.
Possible. Maybe.
You're talking to Rinley still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe death. How about this? We'll just have the ability to contact her. We won't do it, but if we feel up to it, as if things are dire, then we can do it. Sound good?
Assuming he can even contact her.
Assuming. Let's spend the question.
Yeah, here, I'll do the pipe whenever I'm Rinley, so it's easy.
Brilliant.
I'm for it. I'm for at least being able to have a window of communication.
I look to Darrow, and that is my question. How best to contact Visu Eteal, the matron death? Fetch.
You know of no way to do it from here. During your life, during the end of your life, the last several decades, you lived in the Shadowfell with Arven.
Yeah.
And contacting Fetch was as simple as walking over there.
So the Shadowfell, you'd have to go there.
Oh.
Don't want to die yet.
You know what?
Or you could try prayer.
In the spirit of dropping some of those older names, we will now refer to it as the Fell,
The fell.
The Fell.
which is better anyway.
We renamed it
That's
after
cool.
it was recreated anyway.
Yeah.
It was less shadowy, so
The Fell.
we just got rid of that term.
Copy. Well,
There's no light to begin with, so why would it be shadow?
Yeah. So you could try that, or you could try just prayer and hope for the best.
I know your girl liked being in the well.
I hate that I gave you that information.
I think we should start
you
peeing
can
in
go.
wells.
Oh,
Darrow can go.
wait. I'm no longer bound. Peace, suckers. And he's just gone.
And as Darrow's spirit departs, the flesh on the skull changes color to match Ivan. And then the whole thing looks like Ivan again.
Now we got an Ivan and an Aubin. And...
Whoa!
Well, that was interesting.
I do have one.
Well, ask it in 10 minutes. We're going to
Damn.
break.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're break time.
We'll see everyone in 10. Thank you guys
Adios.
for watching.
Fatal, dude.
We're
So
just-
cool that you came back.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, man.
Wow.
Alan's got a bolt. All right, we will be back in 10 minutes or so. See you then.
Holy cow, you guys.
Welcome.
Hello.
Back, I think.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Yes,
back? Oh,
we're
we're
back.
back.
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
man.
Hey, welcome back.
The break music was still playing.
Are we
for
back?
us.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here.
Are we back? We're back.
I'm actually and I'll be playing.
So the last thing that happened before the break was you guys questioned the skull, and then it turned back into Ivan after Daro's spirit departed. And as Fatal pointed out in the chat, the skull is still in the zombie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this Ivan? I assume we're not. Oh, maybe we're still invisible. Is this Ivan, Eric, Asia, or is it still a sort of unalive-ish?
That's Ivan's head right over there. That's probably Daro. And if anything, I can probably revive Daro when I am rested up because I've used up all my spells. I say let's take the body. Ivan's asleep. Ivan passed out. Extraneous, trying to save Jules. That's the story we'll give the crew. Ivan was trying to save Jules, and he got tired and blah blah blah. We have to put him to rest.
Yeah, heroism is very exhausting.
Exhausting.
And if he never wakes up and...
He'll wake up tomorrow morning.
with no memory of past orders?
I'll give him new ones. Easily done.
Luckily, Ivan was not very popular with the crew.
Yeah. Often we'll
Done.
go out to the hole naked for whatever reason. Not entirely sure what that was about. Anyway.
I know it's nighttime, but wouldn't it be a terrible opportunity if we don't visit an Ur city?
I have no desire to do that.
And possibly get ourselves in more trouble or possibly killed.
I don't know. I just think there might be like a good trading opportunity here.
Training opportunity?
Trading.
Oh, trading.
Yes.
What would we be trading?
Exactly.
A dead body?
Well, they might need things in the future, and we might want to use this island as a pit stop in the future.
I don't know if we have time considering all the stuff with your what was it, your cousin?
Cousin,
Yes.
Captain Mole.
Yes.
Mole and I.
I was trying to be distracted.
No, that's fair.
Do you not like your cousin?
Also, Sally, you probably can't help thinking about the fact that if you sail south now that you know the treasure's down there, but not for your cousin, Maul's going to bring that up.
If Maul knows.
If Maul finds out,
It's two birds and one stone. I think we could do both.
I say we pin the idea of creating a trading company with the until we feel as though people aren't chasing us every
Orcs.
single.
I just think we might need to run back here for shelter after we deal with the orcs.
That thought is insane to me. Just the idea of seeking this place for shelter.
Think about it.
No, I am.
And orcs,
Scares the fuck out of me. Just the fact.
they could be distracted with each other while we,
Oh my god.
So your answer to going in for the treasure is to start a war.
Well, the people like to fight. I don't think it would be a problem for them.
Yeah, it's true.
Ooh, wow. I
But-
actually like that.
But let's make sure we know where the treasure is first before we do this.
All right. We'll pin that thought.
Okay.
So I guess
so
we're
go back-
placing watch here. Well, let's check in with
Well-
Lenora and see how it goes.
Yeah, we're very close. Let's just walk over there.
The provisioning. So, go in. I go, Venora, how was the provisioning today?
Well, I'm dragging Ivan's body.
Well, we captured some birds. That's probably the best thing.
No fishing?
Several of the fish, yeah, we got a few. They weren't biting, but several of the crew came back with. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like a dog, but a lizard.
Oh.
Edible?
Exist.
We're not sure.
Still alive?
No. No, we've got 5 of them. 5 dog lizards.
Fascinating.
I mean, cook it long enough, you could probably.
Well, I mean,
make
we
it
could
happen.
try to cut it up and smoke them.
Okay, well, one of the hunting parties is still out.
Alright.
Huh.
Yeah, our day was very boring. I mean, we talked to somebody that was maybe 2 million years old or something like that.
Oh, he's kidding.
The party that is still out, are they... should they still be out?
No.
They should be back
Yeah, I
by
figured.
They
night.
should have been back a couple hours ago.
Oh, I see the issue.
Do you know which direction they went?
Well, sort of, vaguely. We sent out a couple people to look for them, but they came back without finding a trace.
Is any of my people with them? I'm speaking of Godric, Annika, or the other one.
Annika's
Arden.
Annika's with them.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
It's nighttime right now, right?
It is, yes.
Man.
I need to go pee. I'll be right back. And I leave the tents and look through.
Right. Well, set watches tonight. We will be on the lookout for them. If not, we will continue. How much provisions do we have? Do we have enough for a 2-week journey?
Depends on whether the dog lizards are edible.
Let's start a large fire as high as possible as well. Create a beacon.
Oh, you don't head. I just saw that. Fire beacon, yeah. You're asking about provisions for 2 weeks. Probably the crew is going to want to do a little bit of prep for that because food stores need to be prepared for travel. Maybe making some hardtack if they can find grain on the island and drying the meat that they have. But you went off to look through Annika's eyes. She is looking straight up at the sky, not moving.
Hey, Annika. What's going on? I try to wiggle her fingers as though...
They
Just-
wiggle.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
Fascinating. I look around.
She's lying on the ground, and you see the bodies of 5 other crewmates lying there, one of which is being gnawed on by what appears to be a lizard that is as tall as a house.
Oh.
A nice house.
Oh.
Thunder lizard.
It's a thunder lizard. It has 2 big legs and 2 little arms.
Mm-hmm.
As tall as a house, not
Do
as
they?
wide
Do
as
the
one.
other ones on the ground look alive, or are they also unconscious?
They are all dead. Annika has not been eaten, probably because she smells bad.
And tastes terrible.
Yeah. But you would know without having to do a ton of guesswork that the reason she didn't get up is because no one told her to.
Yeah.
She was taking orders from these guys. You weren't around.
Yeah.
She got knocked down and just stayed there.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
And she will get up again. I will drop the terrible liveliness from her, so she appears dead, so they leave her alone.
Okay.
And I tell her, return.
She gets up and starts walking towards you.
Oh dear God! You just sent bait towards us.
Oh, she's dead. They're gonna ignore her. She's.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Yeah, she smells terrible.
You're saying they, but it's just one
It.
giant lizard.
The giant lizard. And I come back in. If I could speak to the three of you, that would be incredible.
Oh, you want me included?
Yes, you are a part of the group.
One moment, Venora. Scuttle. So, what happened?
They're dead. That party. I have Annika returning to us. She's undead, obviously, but like without her terrible liveliness, so she looks undead. So I'll have her hide. That's what it will come to. Anyway, most likely these creatures, I'm guessing, will attempt to raid us, or we have just lost a lot of crew.
Wait, back up. You missed a step. They were killed by creatures.
Mm-hmm.
One.
From what I saw, yes.
What kind of creature?
Giant, lizard-like, tiny arms.
You guys were warned about thunder lizards by Honda before you went out hunting.
Yep.
Eddie, do I know what a thunder lizard is from my hunting experience?
No, they don't exist anywhere but the island here.
Okay.
How?
Oh, it's like Australia.
This island is basically the untamed steps, like transported into this.
100%. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Except there's jungle instead of just steppes.
Well, it's a good thing we're here.
Right. We should let Venora know that we should probably set some traps as well. Just in case around the perimeter of our camp.
Eddie, but do you tell them how big this lizard is?
Oh, yes. Huge,
Big
ginormous.
Big as a house. Nice
it is
house.
like a
How
castle.
how far from us do you think it is?
You actually, I don't think you have any way of knowing
I
that.
have no way of knowing that.
You can't. She was looking at the stars. You can't navigate.
Well, not over this kind of distance.
Okay.
Well, have Annika count how many paces it takes her to get back. We could probably figure out the distance from that.
I guess she can count. She can perform human
Yeah.
tasks.
So I like go into her mind and then say, go back to where you were and start counting your steps.
That looks so silly.
You're
Oh, T-Rex just eating
now
people.
I'm going to have to figure that out.
Well, I'm just wondering. See, I need that information to make a decision. I'm thinking if it's close enough, we should proactively go after it.
I can just ask her.
Well,
Because that would be a lot of meat for us.
I was going to tell you something. The idea of setting a trap for a large animal. It's vital to know how large it is exactly. If you're going to dig a pit, the pit has to be deep enough.
Yeah.
If you're going to use a deadfall, you need a weight 5 times the size of the animal. You can't just build any random trap. And then also, you have to figure out a way to make sure that you drive the animal towards the trap. So, I think, Eddie, with your hunting skill, you would know that, like, you can't... this is not a good situation to just, like, throw up a trap real quick. Like, you can't do it.
Yeah, I reiterate that to the group. Eddie just says, no, we have to know exactly how big this animal is. And if it's big enough,
Its habits.
we're going to have we would have to build a trap that could actually trap it.
Or
Well, we
I
have
can,
two options. Well, and my immediate
Go ahead.
thought was protection for the camp in case it turns our way, but it might be full with the crew it just consumed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also thinking if this creature's as big as you say, this could be our provisions for the next 2 weeks. Easily.
Yeah. I mean, I could use Annika to drive it into an area where it's away from its group, if it does have a group, isolating it,
What?
where we could set a trap in order to capture it
I
or kill
mean,
it.
I mean, if if we bring it out all the way here, I mean, what's to stop us from just aiming on cannons and shooting it?
Fair point.
But we would be losing cannons and we're going to be traveling to a place with orcs. So maybe we save the cannons.
I don't know, it's up to you, Sally.
I am an expert at hunting things smaller than myself. I've spent many years doing it. This does not translate into this situation.
That was not as helpful as I thought it would be, Renly.
I'm informing you that I don't have an opinion. Because I don't have the ability to. Other than treating it like an actual just full-on large enemy and going full tilt on it, I think there's no chance that we're trapping it or trying to outsmart this thing.
Or maybe...
Wait, what? Couldn't you just wrap your vines around it?
Yeah.
Or that water... Or make it run off a cliff as well.
Which is my thoughts on at least having Annika lead it somewhere. I mean, Annika still looks human-like, so far away could probably fool the creature.
We would have to do more scouting. Do you think she could do a little scouting for potential areas where we could lead it into such a trap?
If it's genuinely not interested in her, just have it follow it.
Fair enough. I go into
Poor Annika.
And then I update Venora. I'm like, Venora,
Look,
Eric
T-Rex walking
Azier
around,
has
zombie
used some
following.
of his magic to figure out our crewmen
Can
have-
it swim? Yeah.
are no longer with us. They were consumed by what the Earth people have warned us about, a big thunder lizard.
What's a thunder lizard?
Let's say it's a creature that one-on-one you would not want to meet, although I've never seen such a creature. I'm thinking it's one of like these dog lizards, only maybe like 1,000 times bigger.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
Wait, how big are these dog lizard things? Are they the size of
The
a dog?
dog lizards are the size of like a medium dog.
Definitely not enough for...
Yeah, they're probably like 40 pounds each.
Okay. Why don't we do a little taste test of the of the dog lizard and see if it's edible and usable for provisioning, and then we will probably dry and smoke the rest. But I'm thinking, if we want to avenge our crewmates, we could either hunt this creature and use it. Potentially, it could be very good meat for our crew for the next 2 weeks.
Or
The thing is, this creature, well, it's going to take us some time to provision our crew for the next 2 weeks. So, and we'll have to be aware of this creature. We don't know its habits or its hunting range or its complete territory yet.
Captain, I can't speak for the opinions of the entire crew. I personally don't feel the need to take vengeance on a dumb animal. I am sorry to have lost our crewmates, but they weren't murdered. They were killed by an animal, it sounds like. Unless this thing is a thinking beast, vengeance doesn't seem important to me.
Oh, well, good.
Now, if it is coming for us for some reason, we should be prepared. Is it coming for us for some reason, Captain?
I wouldn't think it would be, seeing that hopefully it's probably full.
Well,
Jackass Kid, is it coming for us?
I am co-captain, and I would...
So am I.
Okay.
also, no one on camera could possibly have seen his eyebrows twitch when but I saw it.
Well, asshole woman, to answer your question, not that I know of. It doesn't look like it's coming towards us.
Okay.
At least from what I saw. Through
Then
other
let's
means.
just be more careful.
Yes.
Keep the hunting parties closer to shore, and
As a
try
predator,
not to draw anyone's attention.
Maybe build some nets for more fish.
may I offer one last thing? As a predator, once, if you get a taste for something and a scent for something, it's not difficult to find said thing or go after it again. It has smelt us, it has tasted us. It may be after us.
I'll have Annika follow it around. Hopefully that the smell of
Well, Annika was counting steps. Are you going to tell her to stop that? Because she won't remember what she was on.
oh god.
Turn 20.
Most creatures are also afraid of fire, so let's make sure our fire is burning bright, Venora.
Yeah, I guess that's all we have to do. Just have Annika count steps.
And let's avoid where the party has tread. Do you know what direction they went in, correct?
Yeah. Well, we know what direction they left from here in, but like I said, the people we sent after them couldn't find their trail. It seems they went through a stream at some point and changed direction, almost like they were trying to lose someone.
Interesting.
Or something, if a predator was after them.
I mean, you're not wrong, Fatal.
Maybe these creatures. Either way, they're dead, unless you want me to tinker around that, in which case I would need the knight to be able to do so. Let's rest. Ivan needs his rest, so we need to go back to the Vengeance and rest up there. And head out in the morning, or do we want to potentially find this creature?
I think we should. Come on, you guys! Don't want to fight off. You don't want to fight a dinosaur.
I want to fight
Come
the
on,
dinosaur.
Yuri, come on!
I think the potential for.
Listen. Everything I've been saying so far has been we either deal with this now or we leave.
We don't have the ability to leave. If we set off sail right now, we will starve. So, I suggest we call for volunteers and a hunting crew and go after this beast.
Now or in the morning?
Hopefully in the morning.
In the
Yeah.
morning.
In the
Okay.
morning.
In the morning.
I can provide some protection tonight, or at least an early warning.
Okay, I will tell Annika to follow the beast, so at least we have a semblance of where she is in relation to the beast. She's been counting steps. Who knows what that's gonna take us?
so after she counts steps, it would be great if she had the ability
You
to
still have her
scout
coming
the area.
back?
Oh no! She's heading over there.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you haven't given her any commands since you told her to count steps coming back. So she's still
She's
doing that
currently
until
coming
you.
back.
You've talked about giving her commands.
She's
but you haven't
currently
actually done it.
luring this creature towards us.
I close my eyes and I let her know.
What
There's
is-
gonna be more information right now. When you get to the dinosaur, stick with the dinosaur. The lizard, the giant lizard.
She turns around and starts going back the way she was. The lizard is not in sight.
Oh no! Okay.
Just tell her to spend all night finding it. I don't know.
Yeah. Keep searching for it. When you find,
She was on 3,129 when she stopped.
shit.
Let's convert that into
Paces.
paces.
It's about a mile and a half.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so unless this thing's running at us full speed, it's probably not going to get here tonight.
And it's probably full. So
Yeah.
Well, Annika will spend the whole entire night searching for it. It's whatever that's gonna look like for her.
All right.
I give her that directive.
and I don't know if she has the capacity for it, but any potential.
That would be too much.
Once
One task at a time.
Understood. After she finds the beast.
once everybody is sort of back to the beach, Renly and the fox are going to walk out, and the book will open, and he is going to kind of kneel down and do like something different that he hasn't done before. Put his hand on the ground, and almost a rainbow of light is going to go across the entire beach from where he is all the way to the beachside. And he's casting the burrow below, so you feel like an earthquake in the ground. And he's going to create a 120-foot arc around us, about a foot underneath the ground of a 10-foot by 10-foot tunnel.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It won't trap it, but it will make a loud-ass noise when it steps on this and falls into it.
Yeah, that is fucking cool.
And that is my last spell for today.
That tunnel is 20 feet long per caster level?
Yeah. So 120 feet total in length.
Yeah. But where does it go?
So I sort of put it around our camp. So if you have the beach...
So if something heavy steps on it...
It'll collapse.
It'll collapse underneath it.
Got it.
And
Brilliant.
it's...
And maybe it'll trip, and then we could, great.
Yeah, I wanted to wait till everyone was back to the beach too, because I don't know how to measure the depth of sand and know like the exact weight ratios that I needed.
We
So
can tell people to create
it's about
a
a
bridge.
foot and a half deep before the cave starts, which in sand might actually drop a human.
All right, now let's go test these dog lizards. Eddie, you think these are edible?
I've cooked quite a few lizards in the past.
120-foot diameter.
I'm not sure about
or 120
dog
foot
lizards.
circumference equals a 38.2 foot diameter. So that's not a big area.
Okay, well I'll do it
It's-
around the
yeah.
main fire and kind of where everyone's sitting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, because you're doing full circle. I'm not doing a full circle. I'm doing a half circle to the beach or to the water.
Okay, then double it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 60 feet.
Yeah, you did like almost 80. Over 70.
Okay, yeah, somewhere in that range. So we have a comfortable little circle, but it's sort of like what's that movie with the apes and the diamonds? Anyway, Congo, where they set up a defensive perimeter.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I'm like,
well.
I was like, very cool spell. Thanks, Renly.
I'm going to head to bed.
I still suggest setting watches.
Yes.
Yes, of course. We set watches with the crew who are on.
Godric, you should be on one of the watches with Venora.
Oh God,
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I can't believe you're really trying to hook her up with a zombie.
Boss, I never found that treasure.
It's okay.
Okay,
Thank you for looking anyway.
I appreciate the thanks.
Great.
You're
All right.
gonna be
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Be normal. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave him alone.
He lays down.
That's such a tater thing to do. Just lay down randomly in the middle. Then you guys know. But...
You told him to be normal, and he's dead, so he laid down.
Oh no.
All right.
Were these dog lizards edible?
Yeah, so who tried the dog lizard?
Random crew number 6.
I was probably hungry.
a red shirt.
Well, I would assume the cook would try it first.
No, you'd be wrong.
We take lots.
Among the whole
Let's roll.
crew, or you four?
Let's roll for it.
Higher number? Well,
Listen, we've been traveling all day.
You
I'm
have
a little
crew
hungry.
you can command.
Renly's satisfied from that fish, so even though he would absolutely try it first, he's not going to.
you know
Let's
what?
roll for trying.
Okay.
Gaston laughs. I got a 2.
High gets it.
I got a 2.
Now you
Did you get a 1?
Did you get a 1?
Sally tries it.
Oh God! The one time you get a high number. Wait, no, it's a high number.
It's
No,
a
no, no,
1.
high number. I got a 2.
Oh, high one.
I got a
Oh.
2.
You're so good at ones.
So are you gonna eat the dog lizard? Or
You
are you gonna
know,
make
I think
someone
this
else
is
do it?
my natural skill.
Yeah.
You're gonna be really good at Call of Cthulhu.
It's funny that your character's terrible at gambling because you're also terrible at
yeah.
rolling dice.
She's
Oh
a
my
legendary
gosh.
sucker.
Yeah.
There you go.
Um,
to the reference.
It's late at night and I'm hungry. I don't think about it. I just try it, to be honest.
You suffer no ill effects.
That we know of.
It tastes like parrot.
parrot.
That's specific.
You know, not that bad. Yeah, that's very
There
specific.
aren't chickens on low light.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. If it's seasoned a little, very well.
Out of character, I know ermine eat those raw, so I'm like, totally like. It's
Yeah, but
fine.
ermine are
Different.
Ermine are
They're
built
built different.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But yeah, it is edible. It's
Great.
just an animal. It doesn't have any poison or anything.
I know. I would have some too then.
It wakes up with lizard tail.
Yeah.
After
But
eating,
you can't just have some. This is for the ship stores.
yeah.
Yes.
You were testing it to make sure it was safe. Yeah.
After eating some of it, I go to sleep.
Yeah. So, you go to sleep. Who else? Everybody's going to sleep at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sending crew to watch.
I have some
so-
questions for Renly, but I'm not. It's not like.
Let's do that.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to lay down. Renly's going to sit in his normal meditative zoned out pose because I'm not controlling him anymore, basically.
Yeah.
What, Renly?
Hmm?
I know we're not exactly friends, but what would you do with? There's a few questions I want to ask you. The first being, how old are you? Like, when did you come into existence when I summoned you, or were you already in existence?
It's a complicated question. I
Time
already
relativity?
existed,
Okay.
but in a form that wasn't sentience as you understand it. I was a spiritual force, you might say, and I coalesced into Renly after spending a lot of time as Renly.
So the creature I summoned as Renly didn't have you immediately. You sort of became.
Well, if your definition of me is the consciousness, then kind of no, I didn't exist then. But everything that I am, minus a few of the memories, did exist then. This is a bit metaphysical. I know you have the knowledge to understand, but it would take a while to get into.
I have some handicaps, obviously. You've seen a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning a new language. Yes, I'm relearning everything.
I'm aware.
But I'm curious because, believe it or not, I do want to make this right at some point. As soon as I can. And I want to know what is right for you. Do I send you? Will you be going back to the expanded you, or will you still be Renly? What do you want?
If I were to be free of your control, I would have the ability to stay here or to go back where I was. Were I to go back where I was, I don't think I would be able to come back here again without being summoned. I
Unless-
honestly am not sure what I would do. I would just like the freedom to do it, to make up my mind for myself.
So I'm not promising anything. I have a lot of magic to research and create. I have to invent spells, like a list. But what you're saying, just so I understand, when you are free, and at some point I will free you, you want to be able, best case scenario, you're able to go between worlds.
Best case, yes. For sure, I can go from here to there. I may not be able to do the opposite.
Okay. Well, thank you. I'm gonna try my best, and that's part of why I'm looking for this treasure. I need it to fund the spells because incredibly expensive in this world to create magic.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go to bed, and if I have any other thoughts or questions, or if you do, let me know.
I have a question.
You do.
Do you remember the True Fanes? The real True Fanes?
Vividly.
Do you remember how you were when you were with them?
When I say... Actually, no. First of all, he pulls out of his little pouch, with his teeth, the wood-carved fox and sets it down. When I say they brought me out of madness and into humanity and empathy, I can't put that truly into words how true that is. And it's also why I base your image off of their likeness.
I would ask you to hear what I am going to say and not respond.
Very well.
Everything that you were before you met them led you to that place. And everything that you learned to be because of them is what started leading you back. Think about the spell you cast to get me here, and then ask yourself why I have been acting the way I am acting.
I will ponder that.
All right. Will you now release him for the time being?
Yeah, he's free to do whatever he wants. I'm gonna sleep.
All right. Roll a magic check.
Oh, that third one wasn't supposed to be there.
Interesting.
Oh, that didn't work. 9 on the dice, so 13.
Very good.
Bro.
I'm gonna spread these out a little more so it works a little nicer next time. There you go.
Please read out loud. Calculation of the Evoke Servitor.
Oh man, I haven't read this one in a long time. This spell conjures up an intelligent familiar for the caster, one with 1 hit point per caster level and an AC of 14, a ground movement rate of 30 per action saving throws, the same as the caster, a +0 skill modifier, and no effective attacks. The familiar always adopts the same shape for the same caster, though the initial casting can set this to any shape the caster wishes, provided it's no larger than a small human, which is perfect because the True Fangs were halflings, and that's why I based them off the True Fangs.
Wow.
The familiar retains a telepathic connection with its creator and will obey its command it is given, or any command it's given, including suicidal ones. Damn. I don't remember that part.
Damn.
It can perform any action that a competent human servant can. If the familiar is slain, it fades away but can be called forth again by the spell. The familiar retains its memories of what happens while it is summoned and can develop its own personality in time. The familiar remains in existence until dawn following the spell's casting or until dismissed. So I literally have to recast them every dawn.
Okay.
But yeah.
So,
Oops.
you're thinking about that.
Yep.
Is it
And
possible
then-
to have Darrow as my familiar?
Oh my god, don't even. Don't touch that.
Do you know that spell?
I can know it.
You can know it, yeah.
Holy cow.
And Darrow is with us.
1 second.
No, wait. You can't choose the soul that comes with it, though.
Ah, son of a bitch.
You create the identity. You create the physical appearance of it, and it creates a personality over time.
I see.
Which is, I think, part of what you're trying to tell me.
Yes, that. But there was something else, and I didn't actually hear it. I'm wondering if it's in the focus.
It might be in the focus.
But that would be so cool.
I have the focus here, too.
Yeah, read that.
I just want to have...
Okay.
Read the first. Yeah, read the first part.
All right. You have a minor spirit, devil, construct, magical beast, or other creature as a devoted companion. While its abilities are limited, it is absolutely loyal to you.
Stop.
Yeah. Wait. But then, how are you not? Why is he not loyal to me? Or he is loyal to me, but how is he not? Why did he fight me?
Oh, fascinating.
Stop. It's so dramatic.
Moving on.
Okay, I'll think about it. Damn it. Renly, why can't you just be a friend? He is a friend. Like, an enemy. A frenemy. I don't know.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it. Okay.
I'm thinking about it.
Fascinating.
Loyal to you, but he's fighting you.
I made this character so complicated.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do it.
Partway through the night, probably about 2 a.m., Eric Agier wakes up out of a dead sleep, aware that he is bound to one fewer undead creatures than he was when he went to bed. Annika is gone.
Oh no. I'm going to Godric's mind, see where he's at, and ask him a question.
He's on the ship. You actually cannot ask him questions telepathically.
I guess more like...
You can speak to him verbally because of that, but like you'd have to walk up to him.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Damn. I like look through his eyes, stand him up, and just kind of like see what's going on.
He's on the deck.
Yeah. No disturbance on the beach.
He has not seen anything.
Okay. I'll let him go.
All right.
Fuck.
So it's just, are we down to just Godric and Arden?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we have,
yeah.
Well, you
It's
have Ivan too, right?
Ivan's gone.
Ivan's gone. No, Ivan's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he just.
Ivan and Jules died on the trip.
Oh, your entourage is being lost.
Yeah, it's just Godric and Arden. Yeah.
Godric and Arden. Well, there was a fifth one. What happened to the? Who was?
We lost 3. You just lost 3.
It was Godric, Arden, Annika, and Ivan, and Jules.
And Jules. So Jules. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Annika is the third. Yeah. Okay.
We have the body of Ivan, Darrow. I'll mess with that in the morning.
Yeah, that's a big mess.
Yeah.
The morning dawns. The crew is, by the time you guys wake up, the crew is already at work, skinning and curing dog lizard meat.
Yeah. Once I have a little bit of breakfast, I do let you know that Annika died.
And you don't know the means.
Should we be like sad?
No, don't be sad.
I mean, I know it's just a zombie, but I don't know what they mean to you. So.
I mean, I feel a little bit of what they feel if I were in their body. So if I was looking through her eyes while she died, it would hurt a lot.
But you weren't, so that's...
No. It's a bummer that they will not see the liberation of Lowlight at the end of the day, but I'll raise up more people for that army later on.
I don't want to tell Eric how to feel, but I will point out you're aware that they have no souls or consciousness.
Yeah.
They're not going to see anything. There's nobody in there.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm more asking for him.
It's
but
like talking about a stuffed animal, essentially.
Yeah.
people can bond to anything, including stuffed animals. So that's
Absolutely,
why,
I did.
That's why I'm asking him. if
Yeah.
he's
Weirdly
okay.
enough, I feel more connected to Godric, and I feel lost if Godric died.
Very well.
Yeah, that's true. Like Jules and Ivan, you didn't care, but Godric for sure.
Like, I don't know. I feel like
Because someone
No
found him
offense to
attractive.
the original players.
Someone found him attractive, so Godric, yeah.
I spent a lot of time coding him to be something.
I will check briefly if Renly did anything with his free time. Like if I could see that he did anything. Like I don't, if it's obvious.
Nothing that you like. You're just looking around.
Just quickly, like looking over at where he was.
You're not asking him.
Nah, no, I'm not gonna ask him.
You can't tell.
I don't want to. Like I want him to have his privacy. I just was curious.
Yeah, you can't tell.
Okay, cool.
Right. So, Eddie, do you think you could lead the hunting party?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Should we wolf out?
Well, actually, I was kind of thinking of taking a different
Weird.
approach.
It's such a weird thing now.
I was actually thinking of taking a different approach. Maybe I can scout out from afar and lead them in. Because I can actually fly overhead and see them from above.
It's a very good idea.
Wait, so you could fly like for real now?
Yeah, I can officially manifest wings whenever I want.
Well, damn, that's cool.
So I can fly out, see where he is, and I can lead him somewhere. Or, you know what?
Lead him somewhere while we're waiting in ambush.
Yeah.
Oh, we slept though, so I got my spells back.
Yeah. We can also go back to where the dead soldiers were, and I can reanimate them. Confuse.
Is there anything left of their...
I'm
that's
sure
true.
there's nothing left.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's true.
Also, you're still not really sure where that is.
That's true.
Annika was-
3,100.
At least that far.
Yeah, Annika was heading back, but you stopped her.
Oh, that's true. I confused her.
Eddie, I think that's a great idea. Maybe if you could scout out where the beast is and then
Yes.
come back and let us know, and we could set up and if you keep an eye out for ambush spots where we could ambush the beast,
I
the
do want to
lizard.
change some spells out loud.
Meanwhile, we'll have the crew focus instead more on fishing and gathering enough water. I don't want to lose any more crewmen to unexpected
Yeah.
gigantic lizards.
You're down 5, not counting the zombies.
All right. Okay, Eddie. We'll manifest the wings, and I'm gonna fly pretty high up in the air
Okay.
and get a lay of the land.
Roll me a survive check. I would give a -1 for not being on the ground to spot signs like you're used to, but a +1 for being up in the air and having such a wider field of vision. So you're even.
Okay.
This will be survive, and I'll say you can use intelligence or wisdom. That's very loud, by the way.
Yeah. No, I like it. That's loud.
I like it.
Wow,
loud.
did I just pass on my talents to you?
Yeah. So I got 3 on the dice.
It's gonna pass around.
1,
We should isolate you, like quarantine.
2.
You do not find any trace of the thunder lizard.
Damn.
In the first, at least in the morning, I guess.
Yeah, for the morning you don't find him.
It's okay. I'll try again later.
All right.
But while I'm up in the air, do I see anything else interesting?
Yeah, you see a city. Far inland.
And how big is this city? And do they actually have buildings and such?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you know it's a city.
Okay.
It's a big city. It's unless you explicitly fly towards it, it's hard to make out because you were scouting the jungle looking for the thunder lizard. Unless you specifically want to fly over to it,
you know,
all you
you-
see is kind of a skyline.
You know what? I'm curious. Eddie's gonna fly above and just see how this city looks.
So the buildings are of stone and very old. A lot of them have already broken and the roofs have fallen in. The size of the city, which you asked about before, it's a little bit smaller than Crystal Shore, which is very big for a city at this level of development. It is hundreds of buildings. None of them is taller than 3 stories. And the roads are mostly dirt. There are some small patches of paved roads. Basically, if it weren't for the fact that there are still a ton of ermine moving around down there, it would look like an abandoned city, like ruins, ancient ruins.
But I just see a bunch of ermine running around.
There are ermine living there, yes.
Yeah.
But like they're
people.
not. There are people living there. Gronda the woke. There are people living there, and they are not maintaining the structures.
God, I want to meet a woke Ermin so bad.
Well, that was Gronda.
Yeah, it's true. Granda,
Remember?
yeah.
Okay. And as I'm Eddie takes all that in. Is there like a really tall like mountain on this island?
A couple of them.
I want to go to the highest one.
So you've already been gone for hours. Your flight is not like Superman. You are flying slightly faster than you would walk.
You're a bird.
Yeah.
Well, no,
And it costs
my
energy.
flight is double my speed.
Yeah, but your speed is only like 30 feet, so you're flying 60 feet per round.
Well, how big is this island?
It's enormous.
Have you seen it? Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were to sail that distance, it would be days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't reach the mountains before like people will notice you've been gone too long.
Or he gets tired of flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, on the way back, is it okay if I try to do another pass on the Thunder Lizard?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. Roll another survive check.
Okay. So cool. I just want to use this the whole night.
Keep rolling. Keep doing checks.
That's a little bit better. Okay, so 6 on the die, 7, 8.
That's not bad. You do find him.
Mhm.
He is about a mile from the camp, from where the party is camped, the pirate crew is camped. They are, and it is moving that way.
Oh, it's moving that way.
It's moving towards the camp.
It had a taste for us. I knew it.
I wonder if I should do something.
Crop dust it. Sorry.
I mean, I could try to just hit it a little bit before it gets here.
Ooh. Weaken it?
And maybe I can weaken it a little bit.
If it's
Do execution rules only work on humanoids?
Nothing says that.
Let's
It can work on anyone who doesn't see you coming. Kind of a big ask on a thunder lizard, though.
Yeah. While you're flying.
I mean,
It's not Alan if it's not a big ass.
Yeah, he's gonna try. You know he's gonna try.
And if it's a mile away, is that still too far for us at the camp to see it? Because it's in the jungle?
Jungle, yeah.
you know what? Let's have some fun.
Go for it, Alan.
Eddie's gonna take out his newly Greybeard sword, and
Are you gonna rename it?
no, well, I
Greybeard.
don't even call it Greybeard sword, right? Because we don't even know that's Greybeard's sword. It didn't have his name on it, so I just think it's a fancy sword. And of course, Greybeard was there.
You have an
and he
educated
didn't-
guess about who shoved it into that thing.
Yeah, I have
though.
an educated guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Eddie's gonna hilt it, and he's gonna try to get right behind it and try to do a sneak attack or execution.
I'm going to give the Thunder Lizard a skill check against your sneak.
Ooh, okay.
This is a big one.
He's got +2 to notice you.
Maybe he just thinks Eddie's a big fly. Or
Oh
gnat.
no.
4, 5, 6.
It's tied.
It's tied.
It's tied, so I'm going to say
Coin.
that you fail.
Coin.
Coin.
Do it. Yeah,
Do
one
it.
coin. Fuck it. One coin to prevent a whole fight? Hell yeah.
Woo. That's the coin
right.
I got this session too.
So you're using the sword that's melee.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a full minute,
Yep.
but you're doing it flying down.
Flying down, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's going to auto hit.
God, I wish he was
It's
closer.
melee.
I wish we could see him like running at us as this happens.
His save.
Legendary Eddie Bones. Legendary.
His save is 12 plus. So I'm going to do the physical save now.
That grin.
He has failed the save.
There we go.
Oh wow. This might be the coolest thing Eddie has ever done so far.
And no one saw it.
No one saw
A
it.
full-on Tyrannosaurus Rex. You jam the sword of Greybeard in between the vertebrae of his neck, separating its brain from its body. It is fully fucking dead.
Bro.
And as you come yanking the sword out, you finally see the magic of this blade in action.
I was just about to ask
For
that.
when you pull it out, the blade, it like a cut extends out from the front of the blade, severing the neck from the right side, and the force of it rips the left side off. The whole head flies off this T-Rex as you pull the sword out, and the whole thing slams into the ground.
All right, Kevin Crawford. Maybe assassination is a little OP. Just a little.
Assassination with a magic weapon.
The
Yeah.
magic
Yeah.
weapon.
A magic weapon that specifically dismembers.
Do they hear? Did the lizard cry out in pain before I was able to kill it?
No,
Oh, God.
okay,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
absolutely not.
I-
You severed its spinal cord.
Do they feel the vibration of it falling to the floor?
No, it's a mile
No,
away.
it's okay.
Well, it's a half mile at least. They couldn't feel it.
Yeah.
all right.
No, we
so-
didn't see it. No one saw this.
No one saw it, but you can carry its head back.
So, well, since no one's there, no one's watching this. After Eddie confirms the kill, and he just lets out a big roar, because he's just filled with the passion of the kill, and he's just like,
Roll a notice check.
So while
he
he's
had
doing
to.
that, Fatal just made me realize we need an emote for coins.
Oh yeah, that'd
Ooh.
be cool.
Remind me later.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Oh!
Double sixes on the die. So
Okay, so you don't need to. That's plenty.
Yes,
You don't need to do math.
okay.
You look over, and there is a young, wiry man standing there watching you. Like,
Oh.
what name?
This is the first time I just got chills in a long time.
What name?
I turn to him and I say, Eddie Bones the Great.
Eddie Bones! And he comes and stands. He's got a big maul. He runs around behind you, slams his bones into the ground. Me, Mock.
Mock.
Follow Eddie Bones.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And we are going to cut there for
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh my
We'll see
god.
everyone next week.
Bravo.
Eddie Bones has just earned an Erman follower.
You have another
Yeah.
disciple.
Yeah, we are going to take the week.
Mock.
Remember, Monday night we are going to be doing the second part of our two-part Vaesen
Mock.
campaign, and then we'll be back here to see what happens in episode 22, Shadows of Archonia 2. Eddie Bones has an Erman,
And I killed a
and
T-Rex.
a whole bunch of meat.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you take a trophy?
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna definitely get the
Testicles.
trophy.
Oh, do you eat the liver?
Okay,
Raw
let's
liver.
have this conversation off screen. Thanks
All right,
for
so
watching.
All right.
Guys, see you next time.